Hey there, YTPC. It's your boy Cosmo Cat Dad Piper. Good to see you again. Hope you're having a great day wherever you find this. Hopefully, you can hear me all right. The neighbor right next to me just turned on their AC unit. We kind of built in the wall off the living room wall units. So it might be a little noisy, but we should be okay. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Grab a pipe you like, pack it with something you like. Let me know down below in the comments what it is and where you're smoking. Let me know the situation. Let's share a pipe. So, I have got one of my favorite pipes. This is the Peterson. I forget the number, 618 maybe. Very hard shape to find from Peterson. No one else does it, but this is the Phoenix, which is a Pipe Nuke exclusive. Got one of my favorite tobaccos, which I think I'm running low on now, unfortunately. Captain Black Platinum. And perfect weather out here. It's about 70 degrees outside, I think, now. It's kind of dinner time, or for me, it's pre-dinner. I thought we'd share a pipe. Haven't talked to you in a while. Do a little catch-up. Let you know what's going on in my life, where I've been. Got one of my caps on. Use this time to make a little note. I have a second channel. Please go check it out. Give it some love. Could use some love. It's only got 15 subs right now. It's called Caps. Talking about caps, which has become a new hobby of mine thanks to Brad the Beard Piper. And first and foremost, it should be talking about coffee. Hoping to be having a coffee tasting on there, kind of like my tobacco tastings, coming up in the next week. Doing from dusk till donuts, jelly donut flavored coffee. I may have talked about that one on my channel years ago, but check it out on there. Get this lit up. Just I'd kind of talk about what's going on in my life. I know lots of changes since last August. I lost my home. Now I can't escape the sound of a train. There's a helicopter that came by just as I was getting ready to film, because I live about 6 blocks away from a hospital. And the first light, this tobacco is amazing. Sitting out on here, I have like a little cement slab patio. Got a back door right over here, coming off the back of my kitchen. Back in November, right around Thanksgiving, I was able to move into a one-room apartment, but it's a nice-sized one-room apartment. They call them apartments, but they're actually more like triplexes. I'm at the end of my unit of 3, and there's another unit just right over here, probably about 10 feet away. But then I got a big backyard over here, and there's a side yard over there. So I'm surrounded by nature. I got parking right out front by the curb. Got to deal with the joys of snow removal on the car. First time I had to do that in several years. Probably about 10 years, 11 years. But I don't have to do any snow removal or mow the yard otherwise, so I'll take that trade-off. I was able to get in here, being on disability. It is HUD subsidized. So they only take about a third of what I get. Unfortunately, with the way prices have been lately, groceries takes about 40% of what I get each month. You know you can't afford to eat out either. But I love it here. It's nice and quiet. Don't really see the neighbors out too much unless they're coming or going. Um, in certain parts of town or the neighboring city might say I'm on the wrong side of the tracks. We're kind of back in like this little private neighborhood, which is really nice. But from what I can tell, it's predominantly a African American community. But everybody's been super nice. Been meaning to give you guys a little crib tour, give you a tour of the inside of the apartment. But I want to get it to where the living room's done. I'm still looking for a couch, coffee table. I still got a bunch of board games and random crap that are in totes and boxes in the middle of the living room that I need to finish sorting through and either give away or try to sell or donate. So I just hang out when I'm here either at the kitchen table or hang out on my iPad on my bed. And was getting lonely because I lost my cats when I lost my house. And they got adopted before I had a chance to get them. They allow you to have 2 pets here. So December 30th, I adopted 2 cats, Flick and Ralphie. Named them after 2 characters from a Christmas story. And they are a lot of fun, super affectionate. But I forgot how chaotic kittens are. The smaller one, who's like a month younger, Ralphie, who'll be a year in a couple months. Ike is the run of the litter. Because he just hasn't grown as... Like, he's like half the size of Flick, the other one. But he is my agent of chaos. And destructive when he's chaotic. Flick's chaotic, but he's just more of a spaz than he is destructive. And Ralphie, I love him. He's figured out how to turn off my CPAP machine or turn it on. So he's my alarm clock most mornings. Usually before I'm ready to get up. My button on my CPAP is basically like a snooze button on the top of it. So I thought, oh, maybe he's just walking over and accidentally hits it. And that does happen. But I've also seen on multiple times him physically walk over there, tap it to turn it on. And if I catch him doing it, I'll be like, Ralphie, what are you doing? And he'll just kind of look at me like, oh, hey, what, I didn't do anything. Love him, but he's a little shit. More in the apartment. Nice size. A small little dining room area between the kitchen and the living room. Nice size living room. Probably get a couch and a couple chairs in there if I wanted. Nice size bedroom. I got a queen size bed in there and enough room for nightstands and a chair in there. Good sized closet. Love my kitchen. It's got more countertop and more cupboards and storage than I had at my house when I had the house. So I'm eternally grateful for that. So at the end of the day, I feel like I'm almost in a better situation than I was before. I just had to go through hell to get there. But I do want to say thank you to everybody that did help out. I might have been able to get my life back together. Hopefully make it better. I got a nice little, starting to rebuild my coffee counter. And should have made some coffee with this, but I just got some water. Probably come in and make a cup of coffee even though it's 7 o'clock at night. Which means at that hour, I could either drink it and pass out 2 hours later, or I'm going to be up till 4 a.m., but only real plans I have for tomorrow is laundry, so. That's the biggest drawback, is not having laundry right in my apartment. They do have on-site laundry here at the end of the street. But I tend to do one big load every couple of weeks when I run out of clothes. So it's just easier for me to throw it in the back of my car and go to a laundromat. I found one in town that on Wednesdays. I try to go on Wednesdays because they have free dryers in. So save you a few bucks. Otherwise, it's been brewing coffee, hanging out with the cats. Still doing the crochet thing. Started making probably my biggest project ever. I'm going to make this huge zigzag pattern comforter for my bed. Right now I'm finishing up a little mini project. I'm making a drawstring bag to hold my pieces for a crokinole game I have. If you're not familiar with crokinole, it's a big round board. Kind of think darts meets, what's the other one? Shuffleboard. I know it's huge in Canada. It's almost like a national sport. Been around since I think the 1800s, maybe. A lot of fun. I'm not good at it, neither is the people I play with, which almost makes it more interesting. Because there's different rings and you score for the closer to the middle you get. If you get in the hole, you get a safe 20 points. And at the end of shooting your 8 discs that you kind of flick, whoever has the most points gets the difference as points, and then you play up to 100 points. But if your opponent has a disc on the board, you have to try to make contact with one of theirs. Otherwise, your disc is invalid. Won't count worth anything. Well, that's kind of what I'm up to and where I've been. I think of the time I'm going to have this video go up. I'll actually back out on the patio. Had a couple pipes with smoking buddy Matt. We usually get together a lot on Sunday afternoons. He's been over here several times. This winter he came over for coffee and conversation. Mentioned before, I suffer from anxiety and depression. Really been struggling with anxiety a lot lately, especially in the mornings. I don't know what it is. Just have like zero drive. And a lot of times in the morning, I just don't feel like facing the world. Kind of sucks. And usually about right now, early evenings, when I start to get a little bit more energy and let's go do something, let's go paint the town. And by 10 o'clock, midnight, that's when I'm like peak, like, hey, but let's party. Which, of course, most everybody else is in bed. I've been watching lots of shows and movies. Just canceled my Hulu. That's going to be going away in a few days. Just because I was paying $2.99 a month, part of a Black Friday deal, and time's up for that. There's not enough content on there for me to pay $12 a month or whatever it is now. So I'll hit them up again on Black Friday this year. And yeah, if you're looking for a good comedy, I'm talking old school comedy where it's a lot of wordplay, a lot of really quick one-liners, some physical comedy. I'm talking like Airplane humor. I'm talking Monty Python humor. There's a movie, I believe it's on HBO. Came out last year. It's called Farkham Hall. Gonna be very careful how I say that. Or no, it's Farkham Hall. Fakham. It's 1930s UK. There's a failed wedding or wedding gone awry, followed by a murder. And from the very second, there is probably about 6 jokes a minute. Might have to rewatch that soon. It was refreshing because so many new movies are way too serious or action or drama. And all those movies tend to be 2 hours plus. It's been a long time since there's been a good hour and a half, 90-minute comedy. And it just really fits the bill. But I think we'll end it here. This pipe's about done. Don't know if I'm going to have another one or not. And glad you could join me. I hope to be back with more videos. And as always, thanks for watching. God bless, and we'll see you soon.